on my previous Star Trek retro unboxing review. Looking at the main 7 all together, I am not happy with this. The more and more I watch The Next Generation, the more and more I familiarize myself with the uniforms. They're all scattered about. I got season 1 uniforms, Generations uniforms, and then starting at season 3 on up. So coming up, I'm gonna start unboxing and reviewing some of the figures to go inside with everybody so that everybody's matching, everybody's in sync.
Time to go assimilating.
I've got these 3 box figures to upgrade my TNG cast to season 3. Assortment 1 Geordi LaForge would be replacing my Generations Geordi LaForge. Assortment 3 Jean-Luc Picard would be replacing my Assortment 2 Jean-Luc Picard. And Assortment 1 Riker would be replacing my Generations Riker. But not so fast, because just like that, as I was working on this video, I found myself the collector's case on eBay with figures inside. Let's take a look at what I've got. First off, the collector's case came out in 1993, and it's supposed to hold about 12 figures if you don't include all their accessories. It's got a nice little handle at the very top, and it feels pretty sturdy. But what I really love is all the design, the pictures. It really makes people know that you love Star Trek, especially if you walk around with this on the street. And it's not like it's a crappy looking thing. It's actually pretty nice. I've never had a collector's case for anything, and it looks like something you could actually take to school. As a 3rd grader, this would have been wonderful to take to school with you and keep them all organized. Now, all these figures, they smell a little funky. I made sure to clean this whole thing. Not all the figures came with all their accessories, sadly. But I've already done the duty of separating the figures with their accessories. I used Wixiband to help me out. The main reason I bought this wasn't just the price, 25 bucks straight, but because it came with 2 of the 3 figures I was going to unbox, Geordi LaForge and William Riker. Putting my focus back on the collector's carrying case, it's actually pretty neat. It comes with 2 trays, and even if you're missing the trays, the inside looks pretty good. And there we go. Now, they do seem pretty fragile. Just don't step on them. As long as you take care of these things, I think they'll last you. They're not as flimsy as they sound. They feel a little more sturdy. So you pop one in, you start putting the figures in there, and then you pop the other one on top of that, and you start putting the figures on top of that. Seal it up. It seals pretty good, and then you're ready to take it to school, to the park, heck, even to work. Before I set it aside to focus on the figures that came inside, let's take one last look all the way around. This is really nice. You got the Enterprise D on there, and what's really cool is you also got the cast on the other side. You got that handle. It didn't come too badly damaged. That's what I'm really thrilled about. Okay, there's a little bit of rusting on it, and well, the plastic seems just a little dirty. There's things I can't get out because it's like dust that's gone inside the plastic. There is a little pen mark there. Someone took it to work. But honestly, it's in great condition. Yeah, that little lock, it's just a little bit rusty. I like how they think that 5-year-olds are going to get the complexity of TNG. When you pull up on the handle, it kind of seems to pop off a little, but no worries. Just don't put too many figures in there, or at least don't put any bricks inside it. But overall, I am super happy with this purchase. Now, let's take a look at the 7 figures I got inside the collector's case. First off is a Borg. I already got one of these, but it's always nice to army build Borgs. So really, I just switch off the arm and he's a completely different Borg. Then I've got Romulan. Then the Geordi LaForge I was going to unbox. And the William Riker I was also going to unbox. Plus, a Worf. And Worf being one of my favorite characters, this is nice to have him in different attire. And 2 other figures I already have, but sadly I can't switch out their arms to make them completely different characters. There's always something in Star Trek I could come up with. Like going through time, mirror universe, or literally, they're just looking in the mirror. Your hair looks nice today. Thank you, Data. Most of these figures are in excellent condition. Sadly, they didn't come with all their accessories, except for Warrior Attire Worf. He actually came with all his accessories. And like I said earlier, I already picked out all their accessories, separated them. Sadly, I bent his Skybox card. But he's got all his stand, his weapons, so that was pretty nice. And by the looks of it, he probably has all his weapons and everything because he was barely played with. He's in like almost brand new condition. The rest of them, he got played with. Some of the tubes are torn. His arms are a little discolored. Geordi LaForge is missing part of his eyebrows. The good thing is, he at least still came with his visor. I didn't think I was going to find it, so I was going to use this visor. But there is a small difference in it, in that this one seems to be colored in, this one doesn't. These Generation figures almost came at a budget, because he's missing a bunch of articulation, the visor's not painted, and yeah, this was like Dollar Tree Geordi LaForge. And you would think that Riker was played with a lot, and that's why he's got all these tears on his outfit. But that's how he actually came. That's how he was sold, with all this battle damage, which was pretty silly. But I guess it's fitting for William Riker, since he's the one that got himself into all kinds of trouble.
Will you help me?
If you make love to me.
What?
I've always wanted to make love with an alien.
And now the main 7 cast members of TNG are all matching in their Season 3 uniforms. Except for the captain. But not to worry. Come on back, as I'll be unboxing and reviewing Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I really do hope you enjoyed this. And I really appreciate your support. Don't send me any money. I don't have any Patreon. Please, just hit that like, hit that subscribe, and maybe share. If you can check out, maybe click this video, or maybe even click whatever that is right here. What is that? How did it get here? Bye!